Hello YouTube universe, this is Hydra Ninja 9 and today I'm reviewing the Vaio Z, an all-new convertible laptop from Vaio Corporation. So Vaio Corporation is a completely different company from Sony Vaio. It's its own separate company and it's pretty small. But Vaio managed to make something really incredible with the Vaio Z. First of all, the specs. It comes with Core i7 or Core i5 28-watt processor, second generation PCIe SSD up to 512 gigabytes, and 8 GB or 16 GB of RAM. The display itself is a 13.3-inch Quad HD display, glossy. It has a touchscreen, and it's 100% Adobe sRGB rating. Now, what does all this mean? It's incredibly fast, incredibly smooth, and everything it does brilliantly. It's like hyperspeed. It's just incredible how fast this thing is. Booting it up takes seconds. Opening an app takes seconds. The display is also magnificent. The QHD screen really shines with media. Watching YouTube videos or basically doing anything just looks absolutely fantastic, and I definitely do appreciate the fact that they put a QHD screen rather than going for 1080p. Sharpness is great, just everything looks and feels great. Unfortunately, Windows itself does still have applications that don't scale, but for me, I haven't really noticed it at all. And especially if you do use modern applications or universal applications, whatever they're called, they work fantastically with the high resolution screen on the Vaio Z. Keyboard and trackpad are also fantastic on the Vaio Z. Just using the keyboard, it's very elegant, it's very nice, and it's very precise. Even though it's a laptop keyboard, I don't feel like I'm missing out and I have to always go back to my desktop. It does feel like it can do actual work on this keyboard, and it doesn't feel cramped, which is definitely an issue with many 13-inch laptops or ultrabooks. The trackpad is also very nice. I'm actually very much against trackpads because they're not as accurate as a mouse. They don't work as well, and oftentimes they have failures that a mouse can do normally. But gestures and other things have actually convinced me to come back to trackpads, and the Vaio Z's trackpad is amazing. It does the job, it does it very well, and combined with the great SSD and the incredibly fast processor, it provides a browsing experience that is unparalleled, even including Apple. The overall design of the Vaio Z is absolutely superb, and I think it's the best part, because it's what makes it different from the rest. It doesn't look like a normal laptop. It's not, you can see a Dell and you'll say, well, hey, it's just a Dell. Besides the XPS 13, you can see a Dell and you know it's a Dell. You can see an HP and you know it's an HP because they look the same. They have one or two things in the logo is different, but they look the same. However, Vaio makes a laptop, a Windows laptop, that finally looks good. And it does it while having a premium feel and a very thin and impossibly light body. So it feels great in the hand, and even while using it in tablet mode, yeah, you can't do one-handed, you can't use this one-handed like you can an iPad, but what you can do is you can use it with two hands without any issues, and it works really well. It works really well. I've never seen this kind of balance. It's balance between specifications, battery life, and lightness and thinness. The battery life itself is around 12 hours, that's what I got, but you can get up to 15 hours. The way Vaio did this test is they put everything on low and they put a 1080p video file up. So that's how they got the 15 hours. You can go higher than that, I think, but you should be getting around 12 hours because easily it lasts a day. It's easily gonna last a work day, even if you're doing high-end graphic stuff, and even then you're usually gonna be at the plug. It's a very portable machine, and considering the power that it has, and considering that it's way lighter and thinner than a MacBook Pro or any other competing device, I think that's what makes it, at least in terms of using it as an ultrabook, different from the competition. If the Vaio Z didn't have convertible features, it would only be slightly ahead of the competition. But including those convertible features and the other design quirks, the Vaio Z just destroys the competition. Converting from tablet to laptop or vice versa is incredibly easy. There's a ton of different modes, a ton of different varieties for you to choose from, and it becomes something that you do. And a lot of people will laugh and say, well, why do you need to have a stupid convertible laptop? I could just buy an ultrabook and a tablet. And it's something that you need to use. I can't explain it, but it's just so natural. It's something that I've wanted for years, to have a convertible laptop that finally makes sense. Not something where I have to push the two things together and it takes forever and it's really annoying. Not something like that. Vaio Z makes it very simple and very easy, and it just works. It's just one button, push the thing forward, and that's it. And it's brilliant because no other PC manufacturer has done this before. It's only Vaio. And it did it well. And the hinge itself doesn't feel like it's going to break. It doesn't feel cheap. It feels very premium. And it works. For the first time ever, I may have finally found a convertible laptop that makes sense. This is the first convertible laptop that isn't an experiment. That isn't hey, let's throw something out and maybe people will like this. This is a convertible laptop that takes everything great about ultrabooks, everything great about convertibles, and blends it into one thing. The stylus part of it makes it even better, because the stylus itself, I don't know what they did with it. I don't know what kind of magic or nonsense it did, but not only is it very accurate, it's actually pleasant to use. I thought I'd have to buy like a drawing tablet or something, like a Syntec, a CC, or something like that in order to get this type of experience, but no, the Vaio Z provides it. And yeah, its older brother, the Vaio Z Canvas, will probably provide a better experience, but for most people who are just doing casual work, I think it'll just be fine. And especially for students, this is a great laptop for college or anything like that. The best part about the Vaio Z is the fact that it is balanced, and no other laptop can match it on the fact that it is a very balanced laptop. It has issues. Like I said before, it's reflective. So because of the glossy screen, it unfortunately is reflective. All touchscreen laptops have this problem, and you won't notice it too much if you're inside and you're a couch potato like me, but if you're outside and roaming on and about, you probably shouldn't be using this laptop because it doesn't really provide much protection. You can get a screen protector if you want, and I believe there is an option for a screen protector when you're buying the Vaio, but it isn't too much of a big deal for most people. And the other major problem with the Vaio Z is that it's not available in the US, and that means that there's a Japanese OS installed. And there really isn't much difference between the Japanese OS and regular Windows for America. It's just changing the language and the settings. There'll probably be some instructions provided if you do want to import it, but I really wish Vaio would just bring this to the US. They're already bringing the Vaio Z Canvas. I think this is a near perfect machine besides those two problems. It really doesn't compromise on anything. Let's be real here. It does everything, and it does everything well. Yes, if you want to have more ports, you should probably get the older brother, the Canvas, or get a bigger 15-inch whatever thing. But if you want to have something that's very portable, very easy to use, yet can still do work, then the Vaio Z is the perfect machine for you. It gets a very, very solid 9.8 out of 10. from me. I highly recommend that if you have the money and you have the time, you have the patience to use a Japanese OS, get it. And trust me, I haven't even gone into complete detail. Even though this is 10 minutes, I still haven't talked about all the little things that Vaio included, or the fact that it's made in Japan. If I did, this entire video would probably be an hour, because there's just so much stuff to talk about. But I can't. So, Vaio Z, incredible. You have to buy this if you can. If you can't, it's unfortunate, but you're missing out on one of the best convertible laptops of all time. And I guarantee that it's a sleeper hit or something, because I don't know how people will miss this kind of laptop. But anyways, this is Hydra Ninja 9 signing out for the final time. See you guys, I don't know when. And please don't troll the comments. Peace.